Hey there, it's me, your host, Scott Stark, and let me welcome you to Season 3 of Hall of Games. Hi, I'm your host, Scott Stark, and welcome to another episode of Hall of Games, Season 3 edition. Since the last episode, Julian and his lawyer, Harry, we all came up with a deal, a little compromise on both sides.
Kind of an agreement.
So first of all, Julian will get to direct an episode of Gamescape in Season 2. He'll have to pay for all the productions, of course, himself.
That's fine. It'll be a really good episode. All me. Everything.
He gets to direct it.
Even in the credits, my name everywhere.
Okay. Another part is that Philip gets sent back to France. Already done. That's taken care of. And Julian isn't responsible for any more out-of-state on-location segments. On the other hand, Julian may never say the words co-host on the show again. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. We'll keep this going for a little while, perhaps go on to Season 4 of Hall of Games, since we know how many fans we have out there.
Yep, with host Scott Stark and main guest Julian Morales.
As a little cherry on top, we decided to have Harry as a guest on today again. And the first game we'll be reviewing is...
Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
Well done.
Alright, so, Harry?
Harry?
Hi to everyone. Welcome to the whole game of the week. The game I chose to talk to you about today is Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. It's probably the scariest game I've ever played in my life.
Scary, huh? Well, why do you say that? Harry?
Are you okay?
The premise of the game is simple. You walk around the English countryside looking for what happened to the humans who used to live there. But there's something really, really creepy about this first story. I can show you. I can show you right there in this level that I'm
Well,
playing.
wait. I don't know if we're allowed to show gameplay, copyright issues.
As you can see, this is the English countryside.
Well, the game looks beautiful, Harry. Are you running
is
that on your PS4?
in the horizon, and there's a man standing on the windmill.
Oh, man.
It's not supposed to be there. I checked in other video games, in other versions. There's no man on the windmill. It's only in my version.
I don't see a man there.
And the first time I've been playing it, that man has been waving at me. The man is wearing a t-shirt and red pants, and he's been waving.
Harry, that sounds pretty ridiculous. There aren't any men in this game.
I don't know how that's possible. I like to think it's a bug, but it's too much of a coincidence for me to...
A coincidence? Has this happened to you before?
There's people waving.
What's that like?
Sometimes, if you look, I'm confident it's in no other games but mine.
Harry, I didn't see any man. I think you're mistaken.
No, it's gone. Okay. Sorry. Scott, I tried to play this game and to give you an honest opinion, but I'm a fear and horror games are my cup of tea. I play them all the time. I've always been a big fan of those games, but this is just I am not paid for that.
Alright, Harry, if you didn't feel like playing the game, just tell us. You don't have to make up these stories in order to get out of a review.
It's okay.
You're the one who thought this was going to be a good idea.
If it's too much for you, it's understandable.
Okay.
Alright, bye, Harry. Alright, so Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. It's one of those games where there's no people inside the game whatsoever. There's no men, on any windmills or any other children or women anywhere present throughout the game. It's just these lights and these deep, enthralling stories of people. So this game is worth a good 5 out of 5 bags of Doritos. It's a very story-rich, filled many stories among the ghosts, and the lack of people is it's a very big feature of the game, probably the most important aspect of the game, that there are no people inside the game at all, waving or otherwise. Julian?
Yeah, I thought the game was to add on to like a little bit of what Harry said, like because it's empty and you're the only person around, it's a little eerie. The loneliness could get a little frightening at times. But besides that, I never saw a man in red pants. But I'm sure Harry knows what he's talking about.
You don't have to make such assumptions.
Besides that, it's a 5 out of 5 bags of Doritos.
Alright, our second game. It's a little bit out of the ordinary. We've done this in Season 2 once before, except that it's not a video game or a board game. It's a card game. It's called Magic: The Gathering. As you can see, I've gotten quite into the game recently. I've spent upwards of $3,000 on the game since I've discovered of its existence, and it's really I can't stop playing this game. I really cannot stop playing this game. This game is worth 5 out of 5 bags of Doritos easily. There are a lot of different types of monsters and beings, and a bunch of different spells and enchantments that you can put on your monsters. There are many different types of monsters. There's good monsters and light and dark and water monsters. So this game is worth easily a 5 out of 5 bags of Doritos. Julian?
Yeah, this game is okay, this game is it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to play with your friends. Scott and I have recently started.
Careful! Sorry.
We've recently started trying to get more competitive with the game. I think it definitely deserves 5 out of 5 bags of Doritos, as we finished 5 bags of Doritos just playing the game each. We recently tried playing at a tournament, and it went well. It went well, to say the least. A lot of these cards really expensive, but they're worth it. They're worth it. They're worth it.
So
5 out of 5 bags of Doritos.
So no matter how much money you decide to invest in this game, you'll come out of this a happy individual.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, each card buys a certain amount of happiness that will lead to a better life over time, and essentially the better your deck is, the happier your life is. And it's a lot. These cards are a lot like metaphors, essentially. You have the water creatures, which represent chaos, and then you have the fire decks, which represents your will to live, and you have the force deck, which represents the nature around you and your environment and your surroundings. So this is really in depth, really symbolic, and I advise everyone to play it.
If we had not bought
those
cards, we would not be happy right now.
So that's pretty much it for this episode of Hall of Games. We'll see you guys next time for the season finale of season 3 finale. So see you guys next time.
Bye.